I've come in the garage tonight to do something I haven't done for probably 2,500 miles. I want to inspect the air cleaner, and to do it I have to take off the big black cover on the top, and the first thing I remove is the Jubilee clip on the air intake hose. I've already undone that. I undid that before I decided I was going to film, so that's undone, ready to slide the tube off. What I'm looking for now is any dust and dirt that may be laying on top of the air filter box, and I don't see any obvious dirt. So first thing I need to do is click off all the fasteners that hold the filter on, and there's two on the back, there's two on the front, one down there. Push them out the way. There's another one tucked down here, which is a bit of a pig, and it's off. There's another one tucked down here, but you've got to get your hand in from underneath to get to it. If I can find it, it is tucked down there. There we go. So that's all of the clips off. Now that should lift up and pull out. Leaving me with a filter. There's very little dirt in there. There's a little bit down in that bottom corner. There's a bit of dust about, so I'm going to mop that out with a rag. Find a rag. There's the rag. I'll get an oily rag, wipe everything down, get into their corners, get all the dust out, see where we've got. It's just a little bit down the bottom, so I'm just going to pick that out with my screwdriver. I'm just going to put it down a sec. There was some dirt in that bottom corner. I've just pushed it into that corner so I can get it out with the rag. So I'm going to get that out now with the rag. So I'm going to plonk you down again and catch it on an oily rag. So I'm actually quite happy with that. Now let's have an inspect of the filter. There's a little bit in the filter, but not a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the filter with me now. I'm going to do what I always do with a K&N. I'm going to bang the dirt out of it. I'm actually quite happy with that. It's actually, let's put it up to the light. Yeah, that filter's clean enough to go back into its home. So I'm going to install the filter now. I'll put the case back on. I'm actually quite happy with the state of that. It's actually very, very good. Then I'm going to inspect the filter lid. In fact, I'll do the lid first. Let's get the lid into the light. There's a little bit of dust in the lid, but that's on the intake side, so put you down, get the rag, and I'm just going to quickly wipe the lid out. Just a little bit in that corner that I want out whilst I'm in here. Right, lid's about as clean as you're going to get it, so it's time to reassemble. You put your filter in and make sure it's actually sitting all the way round on the base of the air filter housing. But what I am going to do, I've just decided I'm going to put some filter grease around it just to give it a better seal. My torch will stand up. There's a clip there in the way. Let's get that out again. I'm actually going to put a bead of grease all the way around here just to make sure I get a really good seal. I'll bring you back when I've done that. I've just put a bead of grease all the way around the top of the filter housing so the filter will sit a little bit better. I'll put the filter back in now and I'll show you what it looks like when it's in. Right, I've put a bead of grease where the filter sits underneath, and then I've put a bead of grease all the way around the seal. So when I put the lid on, it should give it a bit of an extra dust protection. So I'm going to put the lid back on and start putting things back together. So the lid's gone back on now, and the clip on the passenger side is on. The two clips at the back are on. The clip on the driver's side is on, and the two back clips are on. All I'm left to do now is put the air intake hose back on. So that's the next job. This can be fiddly sometimes because it's quite a soft tube. I don't think you're going to be able to see what I'm doing here. I think you might just be able to see what I'm going to do. I'm going to manhandle this tube back on. Because this tube is so soft, I actually like to slide the Jubilee clip down the pipe, but you can't always get it to go. There we are. You probably can't see a damn thing here. I normally end up fighting with this for a few minutes because the tube keeps rolling itself in on itself. You have to make sure this tube's gone on all the way round, or you'll have an air intake leak and it'll suck water, crap and everything in. Sometimes I can get this on first time, other times I fight with it. There we are. You need to pull it up as far as it'll go. That pipe has to go on all the way round, and there is a little tab on it on the side here that lines up with a moulding mark. That has to line up. I've just got to pull it up a little bit further. And then we can install the Jubilee clip, and that's the filter inspection over. And of course the Jubilee clip's disappeared all the way down the tube, so let's recover that, put it back on, and I'll show you the finished product. Yeah, that clip there has to be undone all the way to get it over the pipe, otherwise you can't get that rubber pipe on that feeds the top of the airbox because of the big lip on the airbox. And then that has to be tightened up, obviously to stop any dirt, ingress, any water going into the filter from under the engine bay. So there you have it. That's the process you need to go through to either change your filter if you're running stock Polaris paper filters, or gain access to your K&N to clean it, get any dust out the air filter box. It's a quick, simple 10-minute job, worth doing. If you're running a paper filter, it's something you're going to do a lot more often than I do with the K&N. Because this just doesn't seem to suffer from moisture ingress, where my paper filters, you go out on a wet day and you come home and engine wasn't performing right, and you take the filter box off and the filter was soaking wringing wet because it had ingested a load of water. But since I've been using K&N, I've not had that problem. So quick, simple, clean, check or change your air filter. Razor 570. Before anybody asks what tools I used, there's only two. I had a flat blade screwdriver and 6mm quarter drive socket on a speed handle. The screwdriver is what I used just to get inside the rubber boot, just to walk it round the stub. 6mm was used on the Jubilee clip or the band clamp, and them are the only tools you need. The only other tools you need are your hands to get to the clips down there, and obviously an oily rag just to wipe everything out, get all the dust out, and job's done.